Hey everybody, it's the last Robokai here, and welcome to the first episode of Let's Play Dawn of War 2 Retribution, the second of the expansion packs released for Dawn of War 2. I'm joined as always by...
Yo dudes, it's Cool Guy, I'm back again, and this time I've got my fucking name back!
he was very happy. I was trying to insist that he change his name back to Geoman, just for the old time's sake, but...
No,
No,
that's a terrible name. If I had known that it was... if I had known that my spaz out was going to become part of Windows Live, I would have never done it.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, don't choose a username by mashing fist on keyboard. Never ends well. But you know what also never ends well? Stories involving Space Marines. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be continuing and ending the tale of the Blood Ravens, as Dawn of War 2 has been telling it. And, well, there's, a lot of things have gone down between Retribution and Chaos Rising, and we're going to be getting in and getting a pretty big sample of that. So I'll just start a new campaign. And there is a Prologue Mission. I've never done Prologue Mission co-op before, so, but the Prologue Mission is essentially a big fat tutorial, but at the same time it will give us an idea that things are going a bit wrong. So let's just jump straight in. And also, another big reason to do it is because it features Gabriel and Jonah. Look at him. That's a buddy cop film right there.
I like how they're just like Thunderhammer, Psychic Energy. This is the basics of melee and ranged.
Yup. Smash and kaboom. Both can do smash and kaboom.
Oh, that is amazing.
Look how fucking shiny Gabriel is, too. Like, Jonah cannot even look at how shiny he is.
Captain Angelos, you know as well as I that this is folly. We are in desperate need of reinforcement.
We have no choice but to press on, Jonah. I shall not abandon this place again. What few allies we have already know of our task, and we can wait for them no longer.
I would never suggest retreat, but I can feel his power. The warp screams all around us. Worse, his forces beset our battle brothers on all fronts. It is all they can do to hold their position.
Then it falls to you and I, Librarian. We descend into the crater.
Things start pretty ominously. No. Yep. This is going to be fairly tutorial stuff. So, as you can see, we've got a whole bunch of Chaos dudes hanging all around us. I don't think they're... Well, I can't get a chance to see it. But I don't think those guys are Black Legion.
It's a little bit hard to tell.
Pathetic rabble seek to bar our path.
Then on our path they shall die. To the attack!
God, Gabriel Angelos, I love you so much.
This is like one of the best buddy cop teams ever.
This is they can reminisce about all the good times they've had. Like Gabriel goes, "Remember when I killed your mentor? Good times." Just like, can I get a good look at these guys? What? Hard to. Oh, they're Alpha Legion. Yep. I see the multi-headed Hydra.
Oh, okay.
That should really not surprise us that they're back in action.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Captain, if these foes close upon me with their blades, it will be all I can do to defend myself in melee. While so engaged, I will be unable to strike any foe at range.
Worry not, Librarian. If it is melee combat they seek, I and my hammer shall grant their wish.
They even chew the scenery when they're tutorializing. It's beautiful. It is kind of weird that how intensive the tutorial is here compared to, and the very first official mission that we'll be doing is also a bit tutorial intensive as well. But it's just interesting because, well, the first game wasn't really that big on it, and Chaos Rising had a bit of a starting tutorial mission.
It was pretty light in both of them. I mean, they are doing a much better job of explaining themselves here.
The cowards attack us from that vantage!
No gap may protect them from my powers. I shall smash their minds and bodies from afar.
Also, mind the gap.
Well, if we can blow them off it, will I mind? Damn. Jonah just popping him with
Come
his
on,
brains.
there you go, buddy.
Well, he certainly made that last one to remember. Or he'd remembered if it wasn't, like, hadn't shattered him into tiny, tiny little pieces.
It made him hilarious, is what he made it.
Forces to enemy fire.
Yeah, this one's much more handholdy, but the reason for
There
this is...
seems no shortage of heretics to slow our advance.
A delay we cannot afford. Be there dozens or hundreds, the abilities of a space marine shall scatter them all.
Retribution is a standalone product. Chaos Rising, I believe, was standalone too, but this one actually, as you may have guessed when we were talking about, completely abandons everything about Windows Live and just puts everything into Steam.
Ah, here we go. Terminators.
We have friends in the first company rolling on in.
Warn your gods of power, rat.
And now we've got an ability, Thunderous Strike. I'm going to use that.
Press onward.
Oh. it's like Thul's attack, he just does it straight where he was standing. Oh well. I'm just gonna barge straight through all these dudes, because apparently this actually damages people, so that's always pretty funny.
I did notice how a bunch of those cultists decided not to get up after you stepped on their faces.
Look at this explosion, this should be good. There we go, that's what I like to see from old Gabe.
Alright, it was pretty hilarious.
There doesn't seem to be too many of these guys. This one's also different, I suppose I should mention now, in that you can actually play the campaign as all the different races, and there are a few differences, but most of the levels are the same, and we'll talk about, like, the sequence of that when we get to them. There we go. God. As you can see, this place looks pretty fucked up. Isn't it?
He is there, Captain Angelos.
We part ways here, Jonah Orion. Lend support to our brothers, and hold back the tide of chaos.
These many decades have been an honor, Gabriel. Commend my service to the Emperor.
Emperor, keep you, librarian. I go now to redeem our chapter. For the Blood Ravens!
Well, that's a thing.
I think the game wants to give us a victory screen, but it isn't quite sure it wants to do it. And now we get to the meat of it. We get to choose our faction, and here we go. See, Chaos, you get to play as Elephas. You can play as the new unit for the Eldar, the Autarch, if you choose the Eldar. You can be a Tyranid Hive Tyrant, which is placed sort of differently to the other ones, in that you've only got one hero character. There's Captain Bloodflag, who is arguably the most entertaining of the main characters.
That guy is great. Everything about him is good.
We've got the Imperial Guard General, whose name unfortunately I don't remember, which is a bit of a discredit to him because he's quite an interesting character. But you'll see here, with our Space Marine leader, it's not the Force Commander. You won't recognize him because in Chaos Rising he was wearing a helmet, but this is Captain Apollo Diomedes of the Blood Ravens Honor Guard. And,
which incidentally does make what we showed as far as the Force Commander opening Apollo Diomedes' eyes to the corruption in the chapter canon.
Yes, indeed.
It's entirely possible to fail that if the Force Commander is too corrupt, but as far as this is concerned, it was canon that he was pure at that point.
Yeah, and so we're going to follow on because, well, Diomedes has some pretty important stuff that he needs to do, and we're going to be playing on hard mode. I know a couple of people said, "Oh, let's play on very hard." Honestly, like, no.
It really comes into the same problem as Primarch in the first two campaigns. That, you know, there are a couple of boss fights that are not even fun to play, let alone watch on Primarch. The same is true on very hard in Retribution.
Yeah. So we'll be going straight in. I've named our game. You won't be able to see what I've named this until we put the video up. I think that's.
I hate you. I don't know what you named it, but I hate you in advance.
Destroyed the demon Alcair, ending his schemes to rot Sub-Sector Aurelia into a festering hellscape. We thought our victory would mark the end of the war for the sector. We were wrong. New demonic incursions relentlessly plagued her planets, Aurelia, Typhon, Calderis, and Meridian. In response, the Imperial Guard, the hammer of the Emperor, was deployed en masse to the sector to secure her, to defend her. Yet the incursions only grew in number, and soon were worsened by insurrection and madness among the Guard's ranks. Now the sector sits helpless, racked by constant, endless, unremitting war. We are Space Marines. We are the Blood Ravens. We would act, yet we too are locked in warfare with one another. Azariah Kairos, our chapter master and chief librarian, has declared the heroes of Aurelia to be renegades. Now we are hunted by our own brothers. Brothers unaware of the chapter master's secret allegiance to Alcair. A corrupt Space Marine chapter master. A militia crippled by disorder and turmoil. Demons. Renegades. A sector that knows only war. The Imperium has had enough. One solution remains for the sector. A solution with which I am all too familiar. The Ordo Malleus approaches, the Holy Imperial Inquisition. Their colossal ships bear the munitions to perform exterminatus, cleansing every planet of the sector of life. Xenos and human, corrupt and innocent. Declared renegade, I cannot act against Kairos without shedding the blood of my brothers. Yet, hope endures. A handful of heroes still remain in service to the chapter, uncorrupted by Kairos' heresy. Led by Captain Diomedes, these heroes hunt the remnants of the vile Black Legion across the sector. However, Diomedes' hubris blinds him to Kairos' true nature. If the sector and chapter is to survive, he must first overcome his own pride.
No pressure.
Not at all.
I think we've said that before, haven't we?
I'm pretty sure that my response has been the same all before, too.
That's the great thing about it. You can always say no pressure with the Space Marine, and then you realize, no, it really isn't. They do this kind of thing before breakfast.
It kind of reminds me of Rogue Squadron from Star Wars. Oh, that mission's impossible? Great! That's our specialty!
We didn't want it to be too easy.
For 10 years, Eliphas and his coven of cowards have run. And for 10 years, we have given chase. Now our quarry has gone to ground. We shall see that Typhon becomes not their sanctuary, but their tomb.
Captain, our advanced forces are reporting contact with Chaos Space Marines. They have engaged the enemy.
Then let us advance, brothers. With blood and fire, we shall cleanse this black stain from our chapter's honor.
As you can see, we've got Martellus with us as well.
Hell yeah!
Us is close now. These traitors will meet the Emperor's sword before long.
I have infiltrated the enemy Vox channel, Captain. The rebel claimed to have felled a brother Bloodraven.
Then let us dispatch these heretics and make haste. It may not be too late to aid our fallen brother.
Hey, guess what toy I've got that I really like?
You can drop turrets down. Or grenades.
No.
Okay.
Enjoy that!
Well, Diomedes probably deserved that. It's been 10 years since, like, everyone opened his eyes that things went wrong. Been faffing around since then.
By the Emperor's grace, our brother still lives. Revive him. His experience will be needed if we are to crush these chaos scum.
Now, as Cool, you guys might notice, Cool Guy's just uncovered a few things, and yeah, we won't be getting one-time use items anymore that we sort of
Your
replace.
reckless desire to atone will get you killed, Sergeant. What have you to say for yourself?
You know very well he will say nothing. He keeps his silence in penance for deeds committed. Regardless, his armor may have been compromised. Initiating proper rites can prevent this from happening again.
Yeah, so we can pick up resources along the way through the game, and we get resources back when troops die as well. And you can use those to buy troops, which we'll be doing later on, or you can use them to upgrade your character. And in this case, the Ancient, who is one of our new members of the squad, he can upgrade his health. So the game wants us to do that, so let's just get straight ahead and do it.
There we go.
Just like upgrading in multiplayer, really.
Oh, here we go. Frag out.
An ambush? I suppose the dregs of chaos do possess some measure of cunning. At them, Space Marines. Show them the folly of their actions.
The Ancient has a pretty cool plasma gun special shot at the moment. Depending on what weapon you give him, he'll have different abilities.
This thing is beautiful.
He's very flexible. He's a very excellent character, although he doesn't have much to say about anything. And charge shot to clear the bunker. That didn't clear the bunker. Okay, now it did.
Oh, okay. I was going to throw a frag grenade, but it works.
Traitor blood has only begun to run. Forward, brothers. Eliphas awaits us.
And although we
Engage the enemy from cover. Our armor is formidable, but not infallible.
I am under attack.
Yep, you might have noticed, of course, Eliphas is still around, even though we killed him, and we did kill him.
You're about to go down, my friend.
Yeah. That's why I'm retreating. We need to take care of those guys. Grenades and plasma should do the trick. Oh, okay. That's gonna be happening a lot, but hey, it only costs energy this time. Man, I really overestimated Diomedes' durability on that one. It's gonna take him a little while to get back to us. Also, I don't think the Ancient's actually shooting.
He's shooting a little bit.
Okay,
It's just
there
not
he
as much as Martellus with his bolter.
Yeah. Martellus is different to how mostly every other character performed. He's a very good range combatant, but his specialty is just deploying turrets and laying down a good smackdown from there. He's really handy in that regard. Turrets, interestingly enough, though, take up population. So it's kind of like building a unit. You can't just spawn turrets willy-nilly. You have to have, you have to actually have the resources to be able to pop them.
It only takes energy right now.
Yeah. Oh, I just meant in terms of...
once we get a population cap, that will also be part of it.
Oh, technically we already have one of those.
Also, it's worth noting that, I mean, I don't know...
This is
Never
a
mind.
relay beacon. If we capture this structure, we can use our teleport arrays to rapidly deploy reinforcements.
Anyway, what I was saying is you might have noticed that Martellus is using much of Cyrus's old lines from Chaos Rising and Dawn of War 2 original. I don't know exactly why they decided to jump up and down on the fact that Cyrus and Martellus are the same voice actor, but they are jumping up and down on the fact.
Yeah, well, you know. Well, Cyrus was a pretty awesome fellow. You know, he was good to
Yeah.
have around, so...
I am on the move.
Well, anyway, I'm recruiting some scouts.
Yep, that's what our next thing is. So now we've got some little scoots.
Scouts are our basic infantry choice. They are competent marksmen, though their light armor makes them vulnerable. They are best used in missions of stealth, and can be further equipped in the field for either close or long-range support.
Guess what I'm equipping them with?
Sniper rifles? For sure.
Yep.
Yeah, well, there we get a chance to test him out straight away, and Diomedes gets a chance to run straight into a wall and waste his charge.
Purge the enemy.
Yep. Not too much different here, just tutorial still.
Must be beaten.
Now it's a really good thing to just compulsively break boxes and take things out.
That's a good position.
Oi, I don't like
The
this.
rabble has deployed heavy weapons. As the Codex demands, flank their position and avoid their lanes of fire.
Beginning my move.
I'm going to sneak around this way. Were you running in to try and grenade them?
Yeah, I thought that log was going to provide cover. It didn't.
Nope. They probably removed that in testing.
Now.
Log looks great, but you know, you don't want to you don't want to
Hang on,
provide them
I'm
cover.
gonna try to draw the. No, I can't even put down a
That's right.
There you go.
That's alright. Now I'm distracting them for you. They were never going to see me. They were facing the wrong direction.
Well, yeah, I was gonna try to put down a tarantula turret in front of them.
Ah, nah. We want to save that
Command, I am on
Let me
the
see
move.
here.
because we are hunting compulsively dying Chaos Commanders at the moment.
Yeah, seriously.
An orc ship. Greenskins are obsessed with salvage. Perhaps there are resources here that can be of use.
What they have not already desecrated with their looting.
Martellus fucking hates orcs.
So grim.
It's like fucking orcs getting into my shit, busting my shit up. He did spend a rather significant amount of time just fighting off waves of them as they continually kept trying to loot his astronomic array. And they've got a turret, which means that we can't take the little path down here that I'm wiggling my mouse around.
At least not directly. I wonder if I can get a grenade. Nah, I can't really get a grenade over that.
That's alright. I'm gonna move the ancient up and get that big thing of cultists, and then
You want a turret?
I don't think it's really necessary just yet. There'll be a
Alright.
point upwards soon that the turret will really come in handy.
That's the end of that.
The ancient is awesome. He is one cool dude. Yeah, there is a bit of a thing in a lot of the Retribution campaigns where there'll be like one or two characters that just have nothing to say.
There has come a reckoning, Greenskin.
It's not too bad in some, but like the Chaos campaign, I think there's only two characters that talk, just as well that they all chew the scenery and also are accompanied by Abaddon the Despoiler doing his best Megatron impersonation.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, the way the Chaos campaign is set up, anybody else speaking more would just detract from it.
There's our first piece of war gear for the game.
Orders ready and moving.
Hopefully not the last. Well, obviously it won't be the last, but you know.
I shall
Yeah, it might be the last one that's useful. That was one of the things I disliked most about the way they changed this is that war gear is even more rare now, so it's entirely possible to go half the game without getting anything worth using.
Yeah. I think that was mostly to get you dependent on using troops more.
command. I am on the move.
Light cover and heavy cover.
I am under attack. Brother, I am pinned here. Steady yourself.
Scouts coming out of stealth.
All shall yield
Ancient coming out of Chaos.
That's the end of those guys.
Man, that plasma thing is just great. Also, we've got
it's
a
so
bunker up here, and that's where Martellus will be clearing things out, because I think I'm going to be on cooldown for a little while yet.
Alright, I'll take care of it.
Might as well keep the pace.
Come on, Martellus, move! Jesus.
Go ahead.
There you go.
He's mostly bionics made from a Thunderhawk. Leave him alone.
Ready and moving. Beginning
That's right. We made that. We
I
made
sort
that
of
canon.
stumbled out.
Oh, this is probably where we're actually supposed to use the grenade, but who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I can take care of it. I've actually already cooled down the grenade.
Oh, there we go.
Away we go!
And away they go.
That's the end of that.
Not very observant, were they?
command, I am
Not
on
really.
the move. No match for a true space marine.
Got him.
Yep. And look at this place.
I will leave it a ruin.
Wonder what was the purpose of this little region here.
Oh no, this totally doesn't look like a boss arena. I mean, it just couldn't be that.
It isn't. Expectations have been completely subverted.
Uh-huh.
You wish it destroyed?
We'll capture that point.
Into the structure.
Right, here we go.
Orders. I will leave it a ruin.
A Devastator squad would be ideal here. Their heavy bolters
This is what the game
lay
gave
down
me, wasn't
suppressing fire that slows and debilitates the enemy.
Oh, I'll pop them in a building. Yeah, so we'll be seeing the full spectrum of troops that you can have available to
The
you.
Black Legion would never allow us to keep such a foothold. Expect a counterattack.
Turret's coming up.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, the game, like, but this isn't so much a bus battle as it is defend the point while waves of enemies come at you.
And same basic difference.
Well, I think as our friend who is canonically dead, would say, the difference is more corpses.
Our fortifications are under assault.
Yep, and because we're actually still quite close to the beacon, all of our guys will get a natural bonus regen as well.
Go ahead.
I know.
On my way.
The enemies are nice enough to pile on at us from different directions one at a time, so we'll be obliging them with bolter and plasma. Which honestly should be the answer to most problems anyway.
It kind of sounds like a Space Marine rock band, Bolter and Plasma.
That's why Priard isn't in this game, he's on tour.
Whoa! Plague Marine.
Yeah. He's got a rocket launcher, which means he probably wants to blow up your turret. Yeah, look at that turret, it's not doing so good. But that's another thing Martellus can do, he could probably just walk over and repair it if he really wanted to.
Pop.
And it doesn't end, yeah. No siree, gotta walk around the other way this time.
I've almost got another thing ready.
No, well, this won't be going for too much longer.
Ah, fuck.
Think you are my brother? I am pinned here.
Oh, I lost one of my turrets.
Look at this exchange of fire. This is just attrition, really. We've got the health regen, they've got to get killed.
Well, that Plague Marine has just officially pissed me off.
Enemies just wandering past us. Diomedes is like, hey, what the fuck do you reckon?
Asshole.
What do you think you're doing, buddy? Also, brother, I am hit. We'll be hearing that a lot.
Yeah. One of the worst things about Apollo Diomedes is that he's kind of a drama queen.
You guys are a bit late to the party. This time it doesn't even give us time to change cover. Not that it really matters too much because, well, you know, we've got heavy bolters in building, so we'll be okay. Just gonna barge you guys over. And, I'm gonna plasma shot these guys, and oh god, Diomedes, what are you doing? Oh, apparently he lived.
The way is open. While they are licking their wounds, forward once more. There
Buddy,
shall
you
be
got
no
a couple
mercy,
of wounds
no
to lick.
respite.
Weapons ready.
Yeah, he's fine, look. It's all back. It's all regenerated, he's as good as new. They destroyed all our turrets and everything, too. Bunch of bums.
I am on the move.
Yeah, those Plague Marines were pretty particular about that. I am not happy. Then again, when was the last time I was happy that it didn't involve murdering the crap out of Eldar?
It's like, we're on mission briefing. We have to fight the forces of chaos! And like, cool guys, just at the back, just like with his arms folded, huffing.
God damn it. You don't let me have any fun anymore.
Let them fall before I hear you. Go ahead. On my way. Rise renewed.
Yeah, this'll be fun.
The enemy has destroyed an
Oh, you motherfuckers!
Shenanigans.
Oh, damn it. I got it.
No, it's okay. I'll come and pick you up.
Alright.
I don't think you can pick them up with your
I want
guys.
on record that they shot through the terrain, like, 8 times.
It's a gift. I think Diomedes is probably gonna... Hey, seriously? Go away, cultists! Problem solved.
I like how he managed to do that while he was trapped in melee, too.
The Ancient is pro.
Death. Dishonor.
Oh, fuck. More? Really? Fuck
That's okay.
this.
Orders.
They'll be suppressed on their way over.
allies' forces are under
Oh, God. Well, I'm glad I moved from there, because Diomedes is actually looking a little bit wounded here. So I'm just going to situate him over here, where it's a little safer for the moment.
There! Maybe they can enjoy one of these.
You will never earn your
Jackasses.
I hear you beginning my move.
No. Just because they're horrible traitors doesn't mean you have to be impolite about it.
Yes, it does.
You are my match.
Pinky raised while firing your bolt pistol.
Eliminated.
And there we go.
Capturing.
Now this is a boss arena. And it is, it's worth noting that every single character fights a different army in this, and there's a different boss for each one. It's kind of mirrored with most of them. The Chaos Space Marine mirror is subverted a little though with Chaos's, though I won't spoil who the boss of the Chaos mission is.
Yeah, don't do that. Leave it for them to figure out. Also, bring the Devastators. What's the problem with you?
I forgot I had Devastators.
The puppet captain joins us, brothers. See how merrily he dances, blind to the dark gods who pull at his strings.
You're not even talking to anybody.
Welcome, brother. Know your decade-long hunt is all for naught. I will slay you here, and your souls shall be devoured.
Save your words, Kerr. Our Emperor will see us victorious this day.
Oh, there you go. I didn't need to bring him at all. The game brought him along for me. This game knows what's up. It knows I'm mostly unreliable.
I'm sending the scouts over to the other bunker.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna... Oh god, that seems to be... I'll fire and warp
So is
stone.
Orders. You have met your match, Chaos Lord.
Yeah. Well, even on hard mode, Eliphas isn't exactly what I would call a difficult boss.
Well, it still is the first... Oh, wait a minute. He did bring a few buddies.
Imperator.
Oh yeah, he
Gone
always
is
does.
the cunning that troubled the Blood Ravens. This battle will be your last.
The Ancient doesn't give a fuck again.
Again and again I shall rise, as I always have.
Oh dear.
Brother, I am hit.
Just have to retreat our buddy, because he's getting the absolute hell shot out of him.
Ah! Martellus is going down, too.
Unleash all fury
Well.
upon them.
I'm gonna take care of the Eliphas with,
Oh! There go the scouts.
There goes Eliphas.
Know this, puppet. Even with my death here, the dark gods still hold you blood ravens in their grip. Soon, the gods shall have your chapter's loyalty, and you, good puppet, are still too blind to see this.
Lies! Lies.
Well, see you same time next week, Eliphas.
Well done, well done. It was wise to send our chapter's greatest champion to scour the Legion from the Sub-Sector. You, Diomedes.
My lord. Chapter Master Kairos, I was not expecting communication with you so swiftly.
As both chapter master and chief librarian, my reach is long, Captain. I watched your victory unfold. See to it that Typhon is secured while you await further orders. And again, Apollo, congratulations.
I thank you, my lord. You honor me. Are you satisfied?
I am not. I am, however, disappointed. With just a few honeyed words of favor, you discard all that we revealed to you of Aurelia in an instant.
Enough! The Black Legion is routed. As for you, I will see that your fates are decided shortly.
This victory will long be remembered.
And yeah, we probably made it sound a little like Cyrus wasn't going to be coming alive, but yeah, Cyrus is the fourth character. And our reward is something that the game gave us at the very beginning. of the very first game. Oh, whatever. Got ourselves a recovery stimulant kit. That's always good to see.
The hell out of not having it. I mean, seriously.
You saw what happened to us when we don't have our fix of sweet, sweet health. We can't just,
Yeah.
we can't just plunge green all over our dudes.
I'm a little bit aggressive. Sue me.
A little bit aggressive. Dear. Look at this. The Armor of Fortitude apparently also has stimulant implants in it.
I'm a little bit aggressive.
What is up with this chapter? It's just like constant injections of health. It's like they knew we were coming. Oh dear. All right, let's see.
Anyway.
Let's see what everyone has to say post mission. Well, actually, I forgot. This actually does come after. I didn't think this was going to do it until we could select our missions, but we actually have a choice of things we can get, and unlike in the first two, where you would just get war gear as a result, because we can actually choose our armies now, we can select units to use. In this particular case, we have a choice between getting an early missile launcher, allowing our scouts to be able to start equipping shotguns as an upgrade, or being able to build tactical marines, period. What are your thoughts on this, cool guy? Which one do you reckon we should go for here? Oh, I appear to have lost him, actually.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was.
You were zoning out. You were zoning out in the horror because cool guy actually already knows what's going to be happening here, and that is going to be that we're going to make the thread choose. It says I can just close it here, so I'm just going to close it.
Captain, we have incoming Vox from the Inquisition, sir.
This is Inquisitor
what?
Adrastia of the Ordo Hereticus. Captain Diomedes, it seems you have been busy as of late.
You have no doubt heard the reports. Eliphas the Inheritor and his forces are defeated. The Black Legion has been routed from here. I trust this puts the question of the Bloodraven loyalty to rest.
This news changes very little. In fact, I am contacting you to inform you the situation has escalated. One of your own captains has made some disturbing accusations regarding your chapter master, Aurelia Kyrus.
Angelos! It is he and his followers who are traitor and renegade. By all rights, I should turn Gabriel's men over to Kyrus.
So you have often said. Fortunately, he did not mirror this sentiment when he sent them to you to command. It is by Captain Angelos' recommendation you are being given the chance to clear the Blood Ravens of guilt. The Ordo Hereticus of the Inquisition will soon deal with these problems in a quite permanent fashion. Exterminatus. The complete and utter destruction of every inhabited world in this sector. No one will be spared. Traitor, Xenos, or loyal. All will die.
Exterminatus? But...
Captain, if Kyrus is truly the source of the sector's troubles, you must expose it and stop him. If you can, then perhaps I will be able to call off the Exterminatus. And if you cannot, your chapter will be declared heretics and you will burn with the rest of the Sub-Sector. I suggest you act quickly, Captain Diomedes. Adrastia out.
Such an investigation will need to be performed without Chapter Command's notice. We will need to move quickly and subtly.
Yeah, well, things have very quickly gotten out of hand, haven't they?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I accidentally went forward a little bit, and yeah. So Andrastia was talking over you as you were speaking.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay because no one heard it on my end. But yeah. So everybody gets to choose. Are we going to take the missile launcher? Are we going to upgrade our scouts with shotguns, or are we going to get the ability to use tactical marines? Because as easy as it would be to just march our dudes through the entire missions, and I'll be showing why it would be extremely easy to do it. As easy as it would be to do it, we're going to let you guys choose, and we're going to try and show off as much of the units as possible. And as always, we'll be having everybody decide how we're going to be leveling up our characters. And I'm just going to show it off now as well, because I pre-ordered the collector's edition of Dawn of War 2, which means that we have a few things available for Diomedes to start with that are a little bit broken. And
A little bit.
Like I love.
And I'm a little aggressive.
It's hilarious. First, we've got the Sanctus Mortis, and as you can see, it gives bonus of like 10 health regeneration to everybody. It gives you extra armor with every kill, and It also like increases suppression resistance. That's a power axe, by the way, but it has all the animations and everything of a thunder hammer.
Let's also not ignore the fact that this also does double damage compared to the chainsword we had.
Yeah, and then for armor, we've got armor that on a hit heals your nearby allied units and gives you even more suppression resistance. So he's already what, like 40% suppression resistant.
Also, our basic armor has an armor rating of 3. This has an armor rating of 15.
Diomedes, you're already a very broken fellow. And then we've got the Chant of the Righteous, a purity seal that lowers ability recharge times when you take damage. So you can just start charging into things all the easier. And now we've got the last one, which is the best one. Because, well, as you can see, we put Diomedes' helmet back on him. That's
Old
what's
school,
important.
motherfucker.
Yeah, we're back to Diomedes to how he should be. Sorry, Diomedes, but no one wants to see you bald. And you'll also notice here there's a bit of a difference to how these skills are laid out. No longer will you be just investing points up to a skill level. Now, essentially, you just get a point, you pop it in. I believe the level cap is 10 for Retribution because it's much shorter.
You are correct, sir.
Which means that you can't max out any more than 2 trees, and that requires you to absolutely focus on them to do it. There's actually you might say just like, and it's also broken down as you can see to 3 instead of the 4 trees. Now it's just stamina, will, and offense. They've called it. I suppose you wouldn't find defense on any of the armies of 40k except maybe the Imperial Guard, but even them, their defense is very offensive.
Their defense is to have a lot more dudes there for you to kill.
Their defense is lots and lots of explosions. That's what we love about them. Unfortunately, for some reason, we can't equip... Oh, yeah, well, I think you have to take a specific skill to be able to get the Ancient to wield special weapons. And if you give him a Flamer, might as well show this off now, his plasma power is changed to being able to just light the ground on fire with Promethium. Which is good if you're against armies that like to hide behind cover or charge at you. You can just drop a whole big pile of fire in front of them.
Great against Eldar, I'm just saying.
Yes, well, we may have to try that out. I may just have the Ancient using it next mission. So yeah, the game's given us, these are all the characters that we are going to get. That's pretty much it. There will be a mechanic later on where we can replace the Ancient Cyrus or Martellus with a specific character. A specific unit, and it will also do things like buff up our population cap, and like how you level up these characters can confer special abilities to units if you choose not to deploy your specific character. So it is still semi-deep, they haven't exactly dumbed it down. There's still a lot you can do to mix things up. So that'll be all for now. We've got our introduction out of the way. And next time we'll be going and seeing getting a first-hand look at the super unit of the Imperial Guard in the next episode. So
this is both going to be awesome and terrible at the same time.
Yes, all 11 barrels of hell, and we'll be there getting shot by each and every single one of them. I have been the last Robokai.
And I've been Cool Guy.
Emperor protect us.